Good evening, guys. How's everybody doing? I'm back, I'm here. Whew, what a day it's been, guys. Anybody else had a whopper of a day today? Just crazy and just kind of, I don't know. It's just been a day. It's just been a day. All over here, all over there. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Had some challenging moments with one of my kiddos today and had to deal with that. And oh, my goodness. Hey, Aussie. Hey, Jenna. Um, okay, the topic for today, I guess we'll just go ahead and get into it because most people will just ask when they come in halfway through and ask, what are we talking about? Um, I just kind of wanted to touch on, how do we straighten each other's crowns? How do we deal with childhood trauma, especially, that follows us into adulthood and how that affects us in adulthood, us and others that have been through it. When you come across someone who's gone through some trauma and you see how their life is um, maybe not fared as well as others, because we each individual person takes trauma and deals with it on their own level and in a different way. Um, how I deal with things that have happened in my life, other people may not deal with it the same way. They may deal with it better or maybe not as well. Who knows? Um, I think we see a lot of it where trauma has happened, and it can happen in adulthood too, but for this topic, I just kind of wanted to focus on that childhood trauma. When something happens, it's a little bit off, and it's a lifelong battle that you have with it and how it's affecting your life. And, guys, I've seen people where things have happened to them and they do, a couple of things, it's like three different things they can do. They downplay it where it wasn't near as bad as, they don't want, or they, try to brush it under the rug, so to speak, where they think it wasn't that bad. Then there's people who basically, they tell it like it is. All right, no watered down version. It is what it is. And then there's people who embellish it some, and I'm not trying to be mean or anything, but it's like they've just wrapped it up in their head that maybe, they just get so lost in it where it's become so much worse than it actually was, and maybe add a little to it or whatever. um, to me, the worst, the scariest ones are the ones who downplay it. As far as for me, if I downplay something, that means I'm not dealing with it, right? In my mind and in my life, when I downplay it, I'm just kind of trying to get it away, and I've done that. I'm not going to lie and say I haven't. Or if you embellish something, I'm not sure about that one. To me, those are both kind of scary things. And then it's kind of like, how do we deal with when you run across someone like that? How do you deal with those people? For me, I'm not really sure, y'all. I kind of need just maybe some pointers on this because, um, I know for me, I think when you just lend an ear for people to talk. That's why a lot of times if I have a, panel, a guest on panel and they're telling their story, I really try. I don't want people to think that I'm not interested in what they're saying, because, I do want to do a little energy. Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry about that. I, I don't want them to think, well, she's not interested. No, that's not it at all. I want everybody to be able to tell their story uninterrupted. So I really think that my thought is that people just need an ear for you to listen to them. And when we get to those moments where we really need to talk with someone, and we may feel like our crowns are a little bit off, like, hey, I'm not at my best right now. And, for me, the only way I can think of to help someone out like that is, I try to offer support, but it's like, what does that look like? What does it look like for each one of us? For me, it's, just I can offer you an ear to listen to, a shoulder to cry on. I will cry with you, um, and to me, it's very important to not turn it around and make it about us. I know on here, I do speak a lot about me because I can only speak from my point of view. I cannot speak for anyone else's point of view. And I try really hard not to do that because I don't want to project off to someone else and, make anyone feel like they need to feel the way I feel about something. Um, but, again, I think just lending an ear to someone and not putting me into their situation is key. Let's help straighten their crown back up and get them, you know, hopefully feeling a little bit better somehow. Um, and again, like I said, for me, it's listening. Just listening, I think, is one of the most important things in my mind that I could do for someone else, because when I'm in that position and I feel like my golden crown with all the diamonds on it, because I have a lot of diamonds in mine, right? And rubies and whatever else is expensive, um, when mine I think is on the floor, and I'm just feeling in some kind of way, um, that's all I want, is just somebody to listen and to kind of have an understanding of where you're coming from. And if they've gone through something like that, or even if people haven't gone what you've gone through, your trauma, and that trauma comes in all different forms. And to me, I just think it's so important to listen and allow them to get it out. you know um and I have beaten my brains trying to figure out how to help other people, um work through it, process it, and that's the only thing I can ever come up with, guys. So if anybody else has any kind of thought on that, cue me in on it, because you know I was doing some thinking about it earlier too. Is we have Nar-Anon for NA, and I've attended that. We have Al-Anon for AA. The drug addiction, alcohol addiction, and you've got these things to help you help the addict and help the alcoholic. Okay, but there's no program that I know of like that to help DV and SA survivors, to help us, deal with ourselves who have gone through it, and to deal with others who have gone through it. Right? I don't know of any, and I can tell you when I had to move back home, and my mom put me. She said, "If you're going to come," it was one of the times that I went home. Okay, I still ended up returning to my ex-husband again one last time. But she had told me, well, you have to go to counseling, da da da. Well, I understand the secrecy for not broadcasting where a meeting is at, because there can be situations where, there is an abuser who tracks them down and it can turn pretty ugly. However, I just don't, it just felt like it was a veil of secrecy. It was a veil of shame, is how I felt going in there. And that was just my perception of it, but the secrecy, can't tell anybody. It's not really broadcast. To me, it just kind of brings that whole, shh, keep quiet, right? And to me, I think about that and I think, well, that's kind of crazy, because what do we tell everyone who is a DVSA survivor who's going through something? We say, speak up, tell, don't keep it in, don't hide, don't make excuses for it. So, I'm just thinking, well, that's just kind of, an oxymoron there, where when you have to go and you have to search for help, especially in a time when you're not, I know for me, again, for me, my mind, I was spinning in circles. There's no way, if my mom hadn't have known where this group was, there's no way I would have found it. I barely, it was all I could do just to get up and get myself showered and dressed and get my kids ready. That thought in your mind where your mind is just reeling and trying to just deal with your everyday struggles that you're going through at that moment. And so, it just kind of all goes back to, I'm like, oh, well, how do we help bring that out in people? How do we help people to who are going through it, or, you know, those of us who need the counseling or need a national demand. Yeah, see the hotline, and you know they've got that everywhere, but there needs to be some kind of. I feel like there should be a group just like NA and Nar-Anon, and I know those are addictions. You know, um, I still kind of just was thinking about that today, where we need more help, and you know, just thinking we really just helping people straighten up those crowns. I like it when someone helps me put mine back on my head. It may not be straight, but at least it's on my head. You know. Um, I don't know. Anybody, listen, you guys are saying telling your stories helps. Yeah. See, Jenna, I think it definitely does. And I think every time we tell our story, some people may say you're repeating it, but you're not. If you listen to them, it's not a repeat. They're living yet another moment in their life that they went through at that time, whether it was childhood or adulthood or what have you. So it's like every time you tell your story, more and more comes out. Helping people to get out of their shell, to open up. Yeah, I think that definitely is a good one too. And that's hard. That's really hard, I think, to get people to open up, especially when, you know, you're going through the abuse. You're taught to be quiet, don't discuss it, don't say anything. You're just conditioned to do that from, you know, childhood. You know, now when you're in an adult relationship, you may actually have your spouse who's beating the hell out of you, you know, say those things to you. And if you tell anybody, I'm going to tell them this, they're not going to believe you. You know, the gamut, you know, all the stuff that they say. So I do think it is hard to get people to open up and to trust, because you do learn, especially the childhood traumas, you learn not to trust people. And you're like, who are you? I'm not trusting you. Definitely not going to talk to you about anything, because I know my parents paid all kinds of money for therapy, and I sat there for hours, just stiff as a, you know, just straight as a nail, just tight lip, wasn't saying nothing. You know, it took a long time. I'm not even sure how many they paid for, but I know it was a lot, y'all. They wasted some money on me for a while. And I still have a hard time to this day, as much as I like to talk, I know, but I still have a hard time going to counseling and actually verbalizing and saying exactly what I'm feeling, what I'm thinking. I don't know if anybody else is like that, but I'm still that way. It's a battle that I still endure. So, you know, but I know I got a group that I hang out with, and they help me straighten my crown when I need it. And I so love that and appreciate that. And I always pray that if I could do just a fraction of what they do for me, you know, if I can hopefully, you know, help them in their life some kind of way and support like they do, then I've made it, you know, I'm doing good. But I know those childhood traumas can really, they sneak up on me. Adulthood trauma too, and let me not downplay that one. Now I'm gonna post well, let me see. You know, I think, okay. I come outside and it's cold and my phone doesn't want to work, guys. I don't know. I think my fingers are too cold. First live Chinese. Oh, well, let me highlight that. Hey, Denise, how are you tonight? Glad you made it. Hi, all. Made a first live at Shining. Hello, hello. It's important never to feel shame or hide. It's horrible. Some people rather we hide abuse. Yes, it is, and it's I don't know. Sometimes I think we tell ourselves it's easier just to hide, because if you're hiding, no one else knows, and you don't have to deal with it because they don't know. Whereas when they know and they find out, it's I know for me, there was times, you know, I tried to hide it from my mom for a long time with my ex-husband, and she caught on. She knew, but she caught on because we'd be on the phone, and every time some major thing would happen. So I couldn't hide it from her anymore. Well, guess what? That made me, she held me accountable. So I had to, I couldn't lie. I couldn't hide from her anymore. I couldn't portray that everything was good when it wasn't. And yeah, he made sure that he put that out there all the time anyway. So But I got panel if y'all want to come on up. Anybody want to discuss it and maybe give me some tips of how to handle other survivors who have been through it, and they're adults now and they're functioning in the same world and we're dealing with them every day. And how do we deal with them besides just sitting and listening? Because I'm just wondering if there's a better way. you know Anybody want to come up? Judo, you want to come up? Miss Denise, first time, you could come up too. Lovely. Y'all drinking coffee tonight? Are you drinking tea? What y'all drinking? I got my coffee going because I was on a phone call and I was late coming on and I was really trying to be on time. And I had to get my coffee going. Lo and behold, I didn't have any more ground coffee, so then I had to get my grinder out, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I gotta go pee still. So guess who doesn't have their cup of coffee in hand? Oh, Judo. Lots on your mind tonight, bud. Jenna, you gonna come up? It's because I don't have my coffee. I know. How am I surviving without it? And I haven't had a cup since, oh my goodness, like 1 o'clock this afternoon. Because we got going and we were doing other stuff and other things were going on. And I got a Diet Dr. Pepper and kind of been sipping on that. And yeah, I know, Dusty. I need to go get my coffee real quick. I gotta get some mojo going. Oh no. Y'all, this is not good. Okay, my other creamer's out in the refrigerator in the garage, and guess who's not walking out there right now to go get it? Yeah, me. I'm not. So I'll use the Almond Joy I have here, and it'll be just as good. Do you have K-Cup? Yeah, I have the K-Cup, the Keurig. I got that with the pot on it, and then I have my regular pot sitting there. I have my French press. I've got it covered, but I got to get it. Mojo Rising, yeah. Oh, that was a good sip of coffee. Even though I didn't have my Southern Butter Pecan, I'm settling for my Almond Joy, guys. So, all right. So how do y'all deal with helping somebody who's going through that moment? Because we all have those moments where I shouldn't say all. Those moments where it just sneaks up and bites you in the rear, and you're like, wow, hold on a second. How do I deal with this? Well, when you have friends that are going through it, and they have that moment. You guys do anything else other than just listen? I mean, I really am thinking, is there something else I'm maybe not doing that I could do that would help out more? I don't know. I'd really like to know if anybody else does. Okay, Jenna's going to tell us when she comes up. Yeah, MC, that's the one I got. I asked my kids for it for Christmas. Everything nice or anything like that, my kids get me. So, they got me that for Christmas one year. And I told them which one I wanted, and they got it for me. And of course, the boys like to use it when they get up and go to work in the morning or for breakfast before school. And if I don't have a pot going yet, they're in there making coffee or hot cocoa to take with them. Judo isn't really listening to them. Yeah, see, that's what I think is like the big thing for me is just listening. Here's Jenna in the house.
Hello. I'm sorry, I was trying to stuff down some food.
And Denise says, "Hi, Jenna. Thanks for posting things on your page. You're keeping me up on things." Cool. Aww. People look at your page. See that?
Oh my God. Throw that away. Yeah, see that? I posted your live on my page, and I said, "Come."
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
Oh, thank you, Jenna.
you're
I didn't,
welcome.
didn't realize that.
Yeah, I ain't really
Yes.
been on YouTube today.
Hey,
But when
my
people are
dog's.
going through bad things, you really just got to pay them attention. I mean, it's like some things that they want to tell isn't some things that we have experienced.
Yeah.
And, there's no words that we can say to make it any better. Um, but like in sexual or DV, I'm sorry, SA or DV, you know, um, getting that out there, telling your story helps. That's the number one thing that I've learned, and to know that there is life after that. You know, because
Yeah.
I'm the same way. I'll like say something ain't that serious, but it really is. But it's not. I try to play it off like it's not really a big deal
Yeah.
because I don't want to go into a place to where my mind is like, okay, this is really bad. So we try to play it down.
Yeah. Exactly. Well, in that, and it's just so many different reasons for me. Like, because some people look at you in judgment,
Hmm.
like,
Right.
well, what did you do to get your ex-husband to hit you? What did you
Right.
do to get him to do this and that, And it's like, whoa, and of course, those kind of people, I kind of,
Right.
no, nobody asked to be abused. Nobody asked to be hit. Nobody asked for any
Like,
of it.
like when someone gets mad at you, oh well, that's why you got your butt beat from so and so. Well, that's why this happened to you,
Yeah.
and they get mad at you, and it's really hard to open up to people, you know.
Well, and they're usually the same ones who say, well, the woman who got raped had it coming because she did such and such. She shouldn't have wore
Right.
that outfit. It's like,
Right.
uh-oh. Judo said, make them feel like they're the only one important in the moment. Eye contact and really, really listen. And so they won't open up fully if you don't focus on just them and listen. Exactly. Exactly.
Right.
And and to even just feel like somebody is listening,
Right.
Yeah. Don't interject and make it all about you.
Right. And just when you're sitting in like a circle or something, telling your story, you know, just and when that person is telling their story at that or whatever situation it is, just everybody needs to focus in on that one person and then, let them know that they're with them at that moment they need them.
Exactly. I feel like when someone needs a listening ear, they don't need me, saying or doing anything. I will sit and listen to you for 5 hours or
Yeah.
however long you want to talk, sweetie, however long you want to talk. I'll sit and listen. And, if you ask me a question or you need me to interject something, okay, but for me, it's just that listening. And like you said, you really, really have got to pay attention.
Right. You do.
I said, you got to numb to make them feel safe in the moment.
Right. That's the main thing. Making them feel safe to be able to talk.
Mm-hmm.
Because talking is not easy for some people. And making them feel safe to be able to talk is another thing. It might take a moment for them to open up,
Yeah.
and
And
go
like
ahead.
Judo said, number 3 is don't judge them.
You're
Exactly.
exactly right.
Uh, you gotta. It is one of those situations where you have to go into it with like you say, just clear your mind. Clear mind. Don't hold judgment on anyone. And I do think one of the things that is said a lot is, especially, and this is more, the adult. situations, the relationship abuses, and
Yeah.
that can look like all kinds of stuff, not just your spouse. It can be, there's elderlies that get abused. There's all kinds of things. Um,
Right.
but the judgment on like a relationship one, where they say, well, why did you go back? Well, why did you
Yeah.
do this? Why did you do that?
Well, see,
No.
no one understands that until they're in a situation like that.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's not just because they want to be there. It's because, either they don't have the money to get away, or their
Mhm.
self esteem is too little, or they feel like they won't be able to hold it down without the other person. So they'll just stay there and deal with it.
Yeah, exactly. Or for like me, I never, I'm just being honest about it. I didn't want a broken marriage. I didn't want a divorce. I didn't
Yeah.
want my children to have that, and I had to get that out of my mind. And I was stupid. I thought, I love him and he loves me. Well, no,
Right.
it's, about the control and all that. And so
Yeah.
I get it. Oh, look, Mr. Shining's in the house.
Hi, Mr. Shining. How are you doing?
He's like, oh,
He's like 100. Most
yeah,
definitely.
100%. Yeah. And I do, I think, that's the best way, help us straighten those crowns on our head, just by listening, because that's the only thing I can come up with, you know, that I
And giving
wish the
support.
yeah, I wish there was magic words that I could say, and I'm always finding myself going, but I didn't want to hear any of this crap when I was going through it, so I'm not going to spill this out on that, and
Exactly.
it's like, what did I want? Well, I just wanted somebody to actually listen and to like understand, I guess, um
Right.
Judo says he didn't want to lose his legs either, but he did and had to deal with it. Same thing.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. Judo is such an amazing person, isn't he, Jenna?
He really is.
He's really cool.
Amazing. Very
Yeah.
amazing.
Mr. The Shining listened to that panel, and he was really impressed with Judo Tap Out.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
wow.
He was like, oh my gosh, I really, he said he's been through some stuff. Like, he was really impressed because I wish I could get to know that guy, Like Aussie says, losing the picture of the perfect family is hard, but we all have to remember who we are and who we were meant to be. Yes, exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah, and that's a hard one, but I know for me that was really in my head. It was just that was the number one thing that kept me there for so long. So
Yeah. Well, with my first husband, my children's father, that's what kept me there. It was, I came from a broken home. My father passed away, and then my mom got with an abusive man that beat her every single day. And
yeah,
I was like, I'm gonna give my children something I never had. My husband wasn't meant like physically abusive, but he was mentally abusive. And, I just didn't want to break up my home. But then it got to the point where none of us were happy. You know,
Jenna, did we lose you?
no, I'm here.
Okay, you said none of us were happy, and then it went silent.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm
That's
sorry.
okay.
But none of us was happy. And then, started realizing it was doing more harm than good. So it was it was like, how to say, weighed me down for a long time and I actually didn't leave him. He left me.
Wow, I didn't realize
So,
that.
yeah, my ex-husband, my children's father, left us.
Wow. Okay.
So, but I'm glad that he did.
Yeah. Lovely SH says, you have to get out of your head first. You have to open up to accept the past. The past is the past, and this is the future, and you can change it. Exactly
Yeah.
right, Lovely. You definitely can. You're on the other, a lot of us here are on the other side. If somebody's going through it, oh my,
Right. And it's hard to help somebody that's going through it. If when I got out of after I left my husband and got out of that, got into a 7-year abusive relationship, when I finally got out of that and wanted to help other people,
yeah,
then I started seeing me. Like, this person says they want help, but they really don't want help. They're still stuck. And
yeah,
until they want help, you can't help them.
yeah. It's just like anything else. They've got to want to get out. They've got to want to do it. And Aussie says, it was with my first husband that I wanted all my kids to have the same dad. Now my husband isn't father to my children, but more of a dad than their fathers were. Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Funny how things work out. And yeah. Yeah, my oldest too, they know who their dad is. And that's my husband now, Mr. Shining. He's the one that they call for anything that they need. That's their daddy. That's not.
Right.
That's dad. He's the one who raised them and took care of them and teaching them right from wrong and supports them and
Right.
all that father stuff that should happen. Teaches them how to treat someone, which is huge.
Okay.
Hey, Barbie, you're not late, sweetheart. You get here when you're supposed to get here.
I fall asleep. Wake me up after the live. Make sure you wake.
I'll wake her up, Jenna. I'll call and wake her
Oh
up.
my word! I'm trying to mute myself.
Just tell her we'll wake her up. Life is like a box of chocolates, I hear. Yeah. I do love that movie. That's a good one.
Right.
Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get.
Never know what you're going to get, but we have a choice to change it if we want to.
Yeah. Yeah. And we see how our lives come out on the other side,
Right.
Like when you're going through it, it's
Hey,
really hard
Barbie.
to see that, Again, there was times that my crown that had all the diamonds and rubies and everything in it, because I told you I have a big crown, right? I lost it at certain points. It wasn't even on the floor; it was gone.
Me too. I'm so bad. Oh my word.
It's like you can't even help me straighten it because I can't even find it.
Yeah. I think we all, even still after what we go through in life, we still have a problem of trying to straighten our own crowns.
Yeah. And that's hard to do.
Yeah.
It is hard to do. For me, it is anyways. I mean, I like to tell myself that I do a good job at it, but not really. It's one of those things like, if you're being honest.
I try to pretend a little bit, but
right.
Eventually it comes out like, no, Jenna's not okay. Sorry, Jenna's not okay.
She is loud.
Yeah, I just think, oh yeah, I've got my crown on. Look at this, and then all of a sudden you realize it's a tore up baseball cap on sideways, and you don't even know the logo on it anymore.
Like it's all ran through the dirt, And you're like eventually it's going to be a crown. Eventually it's going to be there.
Yeah, this will turn back into the diamonds and rubies. I know it will.
Yes, it will. Dang it, sure will. I don't know.
Was that had to have been you?
Who?
That ding?
It's my daughter's phone over there. I told you I want to mute myself.
You want to mute yourself or them?
Yeah, I want to mute them. I want to mute them for a minute. Just for a little bit.
Okay, Aussie says, it's a saying I was told by my Nana and always told my girls, still do now. No.
Who say that?
Barbie says she's not okay now either. What's the matter, Barbie? The doctor told you your heart was good. On Wednesday, not on Sunday. Denise says,
exactly.
She says, whatever we're recovering from, it's important to light the torch for others. That's part of recovery. Amen. Here we go. Look who's up.
Who's
Hi.
up? Hey, lovely.
Hey,
How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not doing good. I'm not gonna lie to
Yeah.
every one of y'all right now.
Well, you know what? Your face tells all.
Yeah, that's
Judo,
why it's not showing.
what's wrong with Barbie? She says I'm okay, but not really. Barbie. Oh no,
she's
you gotta have back.
surgery.
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh man.
hey Keisha.
Okay. Yeah, look who's in the house. She says she'll straighten our crowns for it. Oh man, you know
Okay,
she
well,
will
you
too.
Come straighten my crowns in because it needs to be straightened. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm just not feeling it today.
I know. I don't know if we have a whole lot of strength to straighten it for you tonight. So catch me tomorrow, maybe.
Yeah. like
Uh.
like Dusty says, catch me outside. How about that?
Catch me outside. How about that?
Hey,
And
Gloria.
Gloria. Look at it. She's in here. Okay. Judo tap out. What you said about Dirty Crow. Seeing the judo and karate, us black belts want our belts to look worn and faded. It's a sign of experience, or dirty cat, experience and knowledge.
Well, I guess I got experience and knowledge.
That's what it is. It's just covering up the crown to keep it nice and pretty for us, right?
Yeah. I'm so sorry, Barbie.
No, that's
Sorry.
oh no. She's got a cyst on her L345, and my S1, 2, 3, 4 are pointing in on sciatic nerve. Well, that's probably the pain that that would explain some of the pain, huh?
Right.
Ouch. Well, you know what? Hopefully they'll get that surgery and you'll have some relief there. But that's a bummer to have to go through it. I'll say some prayers for you and good vibes. And
Right.
man. Do you know when the surgery is, Barbie?
You ain't old, Barbie.
I know, right? Look, I don't know. Apparently, there's a lot of us old ones out there.
I know, right? I know
Yeah,
I'm old.
She's hoping it'll feel better. I hope it does too, because oh my goodness. Okay.
Wow, next week.
Yeah, that's pretty soon. Well, that's next week would be good in a way, because on an up note, that means you'll be released from the pain sooner. And not a lot of time to be so anxious about it, because I would be anxious if it was me.
Yeah, I would be too. I don't do surgeries well. They'll have to knock me out.
Yeah. But judo tap out. So you don't need the pretty black belt. It's better worn and faded because you're in a better place wisdom wise. Makes sense. Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Well, that just mean I know how to karate chop real well.
No, you could not. You're not that old, Barbie. I
know,
doubt that.
I don't think she's that old either.
No.
I'm not gonna ask her. Not gonna ask how old she is, because that would just,
That's very nice.
She's a judo drop of the
she
deep quotes.
volunteers.
Look, judo dropping deep. Judo is a black belt. Ain't you, judo?
Yeah, he's a wrestler too.
The game so I can talk to my boyfriend.
He gets him.
Wow.
You knocked out during the surgery. Yeah, that's true.
I got partner during his phone. He got that thing too.
Yeah, they tell you to count backwards.
Oh, look. Judo said, it's better to have the one belt.
Yes, sensei.
Oh, sensei. Yeah.
Wax on, wax off.
Oh, now lovely.
How do I make you laugh?
Karate.
And judo. Yeah.
Oh my God. You're
Yeah.
so silly.
I think that's what he was saying about the judo tap out. When he wrestled in school, remember, he used to pin him down, boy. Woo.
Oh my word.
It's
Yeah.
awesome.
Barry says, guess how old she is? Oh, good golly.
You ain't never
I would say
known.
you in your 50s.
I wouldn't even say 50s.
No, 40s.
No, you're just shining the voice. I know my voice is horrible. I know you talk about the. Oh, well, you know, she 20. Oh, Keisha 21. Keisha, you really 21? No, Keisha's not. Is she
Don't
really
say
20? Oh,
18.
Oh,
Aldi is 18.
18.
I see this. I see this.
Look
Aussie's
at
18.
that. Look at that.
Look at
Just
it.
look at it. Just look at
You
it.
know, if she was really 18, she would have looked at it.
They're saying how old Barbie is.
Oh, that's what they're doing. Oh,
No, you're not that old.
68?
You're not that old.
You look daggone good for 68. That picture there.
Right.
Ooh-wee. But that's not that old though. 68. You
I
know,
bet I got more gray hair than you do, Barbie.
my dad used to always have this saying. He'd tell me, he said, you know, you think there's such a big age difference between us, but the older you get, percentage wise, you're getting closer to my age. I understand now what he means.
Hey, Sherry. Yeah, she's live.
Yeah, Sherry, look.
How you doing? Look what I can do.
Look at it. Just look at it. Look at
Just
it.
look at it.
You made me scarf down my food. Now I'm about to get ugh.
Got a head full.
Uh-oh. He said she's
What?
going to be a dirty number next year. Well, yeah, she's really 68. She will be that number, you know.
I'm only 25 years old.
Keisha said she was trying to make believe she was 21. You said you're 25?
I'm 25.
25. You 25.
I'm 25. I don't
I'm
grow older.
25.
I might look older, but I don't. Will not grow older. I went into like this. I think I had a midlife crisis when my kids told me I was turning 40.
Really?
Yeah.
You forgot you were, did you forget you were turning 40?
Yes, I did. They had to tell me how
Oh.
old I was, and I said, "How am I going to be?" They're like, "Mom, you're turning 40." Well, no, I'm not. And then I started like calculating. I was like, "Oh my word!" I cried for like 3 days.
Oh God, I wished I was 40 again.
I don't know. I don't think I want to be 40 again. Well, I mean, I'll tell you when I get there.
Thank you, Sherry, for subscribing.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I'll hit the like, subscribe, and share button.
Barbie's daughters are 46 and 38. Oh, well,
But one's younger than I am.
yeah, they're both younger than me. So, yeah, my age and older. You know, I used to tell everyone I was 22.
I'm
And,
25.
you know, and I try to tell people I'm 25. And, you know, my oldest now is 29. So when he turned 26, one of my younger ones looked at me and they're like, Mom, how does that work? How are you 25 and he's 26? I was like, shut up.
No, doesn't matter. Don't ask questions, okay? Don't ask questions. We don't do that.
Yeah.
Just go with it.
Denise says she feels like she's in her 20s. That she can't. Yes, it does. It's because
Right? It does.
age is a state of mind, they say.
Right?
You
It's
know?
how your heart. It's how your heart feels.
Yeah. Barbie's grandkids are 12 and 9. Ooh, my kids are. I have two. One's 13. One's 9, 8, 5, and 5. Yeah, you know. All right, Sherry, get caught up on YouTube now that you're settled in and everything, right?
I'm behind in YouTube land too, Sherry. Don't feel bad. I haven't been on.
Oh, Mr. Shining. See, you said he's 25 with 23 years of experience.
Ooh, you started young, didn't you?
He started experience, you get 2. Or he's trying to say he's 25 and I'm 23 and he's messed up.
Ooh. Oh yeah, Keisha's younger than I am. I forgot about that. I feel you, Bobby Brooks. That's how I'm feeling right
she had that 30 crisis in the middle of Payless. I know. Sorry. Hold on. I need to get him inside.
No, I'm just messing. Us just mimicking him.
Well,
So you're not
they're
settled
running
in
off
yet,
to the
Mary?
field. Huh?
I want to run off to the field. Send me
Well,
out there.
They're going. I don't know. They're going out there. So,
I want to go to the field and never return.
well, you don't want to go out there without a really good flashlight, at least.
Well, I'll
'Cause
take a
it's
flashlight.
dark. It's dark over there.
What are you looking for? Them green aliens?
Yeah, you know.
Well, you
Why
know
they got-
have them in Texas.
Why they got to be green? You know, we have them in all colors here. Purple, red. Oh, okay, Barbie. How? You know what? You really trying to make us look bad. She still goes
Me
to the
too,
gym.
Barbie. Me too, Barbie. Don't feel bad. I
Oh,
normally
hey.
go to the gym, but I don't do it. I'm not doing it right now. I haven't been in the gym for about 6 months, and it's really showing on me.
Sherry said, "Let's that dog bark." Well, I just muted and said, "Be quiet."
Oh,
Well, I know they're deep. Life starts at 40. Well, yeah, I'm still waiting. I was kind of hoping somebody would say 50 or 60 it starts, you know. Judo, what? Okay, Judo said I got kicked out of the mall one time because I went to pay my shoes. I'm sorry. And tried on shoes on my stump. They didn't find it funny though. Oh my goodness.
Oh man, I would have told him, y'all not kicking me
No.
out here, darn it. Give me some food.
Well, there's no telling what he was doing. Like,
yeah.
if he was just trying them on his stump, you know, then they probably would have let it go. But
Yeah, he said
I-
it's a true story. I believe him.
I believe it, but I believe there may be more to that story. I'm just saying, I think there's more to it.
If I was 18, that marked me to 18. Only as old as the woman I'm feeling. I feel you. Spirit time. Try to look at it. Just try to look at it. Look at it.
See, he says it's a true story. We know it's a true story.
Oh yeah.
But we want
yeah.
the complete story, Judo, because I've got a feeling there may have been a little more hanky-panky going on at that store.
yeah. See how good they know you?
Yeah. No, Sharon, I
Too
want
funny.
you to lie to me. I want you to tell me the truth. Look like a dwarf
What-
on a golf.
What's she gonna lie? What's she gonna lie to us about? You don't need to lie to us about it. I mean, it's okay.
No, after was she
For age.
no about I don't know if it was her age or her being settled yet.
Oh yeah, she probably. Well, it takes a while when you're moving, and that was a big move.
Yep.
Look like dwarf on golf. I'm telling you, there's more to that story.
I think there is. I think there is too. Maybe we'll find out.
You just said, Judo, you win life with that story. Oh yeah, might have been. Yes, I
could have figured that.
I told you there's more. Austin. Oh, she'll take a spirit. Uh-oh. Yeah, yeah, Barbie, that would make anyone feel old, I'm sure. It's that sciatic pain when that goes, man. Woo-wee. Oh, Sherry says 55 is okay. Well, as soon as I get out of my 20s.
Me too. As soon as I hit 30, you know.
Yeah.
Once
Unless
I
you-
hit 20, I'm okay. Because right now I'm 16.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. You know, that really sucks for you because you're supposed to be 18 and up to be on this channel, but okay, we're not going to say
Sorry,
anything to anybody.
ma'am. I look older than I am.
Oh, she wants a Sprite.
Oh,
What did y'all read?
I thought she said spirit. Yeah.
She did, but she
No,
didn't mean it that way.
it's
One Sprite.
okay.
She
Okay.
was right.
Well,
Jenna, give her the spirit.
I thought she was referring to spirit time, like like I'll take
Yep.
them. I was like, oh, okay.
Tell us, Barbie. Tell us.
I know. What do we got here?
Yeah, I miss.
Jenna, if you don't say that at least 5 times, minimum 5 times on the shortest panel that you have, we have not done our job right.
Right?
No, turning Lovely in. We won't turn her in tonight. Yeah, what you know about that fake ID, Lovely?
She came in on a fake ID.
It's that same one she uses at the tobacco shop to get her vape.
Yep.
She was driving too, y'all.
Ooh, she be using fake ID. Look at her.
And nobody can tell.
Look now, Lovely, you need to be honest with yourself. When you get on the computer and ask if you're over 18, you really should say no.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
That way, it can only show you PG rated shows.
And she says, what fun is that? You said
At
that.
least somebody's on my side.
Well, I'm just going back. I'm just going back to the one page the other day that got bombed really bad.
You had to think about that, didn't you?
Yes. I just thought, I don't think that's an age restricted one, but it should have been that day.
Look, I was just like, I'll get you one. I will get mine off you later.
Okay.
You're gonna get that ID. Sherry, what you doing that for? What happened, Sherry? What? Look, she's mad, man. She all the way down. That sign language. That sign language she giving us.
What's wrong, Sherry? You okay?
No, I think those are her gangster signs. Keisha said she finally got to see it.
Yeah, I had to send it to her.
Her fake ID.
Yeah.
What you know about that? You doing fake COVID cards too and stuff, or what?
Oh no! Don't put me on that.
Hey, somebody might need one. In Australia, they might need them. They have to show proof of that stuff.
Right.
It's like, oh my goodness. We miss you too, Sherry.
Now go lay down.
I know Sherry's been MIA. There's your shrink. There's your drink.
There's your
Do
shrink.
There's your drink, man. There's your drink.
Oh, cocktail.
Sorry, it's a cocktail.
Okay, I don't understand that.
Aussie. I know what she gets hers.
Good. Don't put this name in it. I didn't got called every name in the book.
No, that would be that one lady. I follow her. She's interesting too. She supposedly made fake cards. I was hoping they'd say it was a joke. I thought
no, it wasn't. It was for real.
That's what I heard. So, like, just so you know, I'm not part of that, y'all. Nobody here is part of that. we only specialize in fake IDs and passports. That's it.
And we really don't do that either. We're just playing, not really, guys. Playing.
Yeah, Aussie, we heard that the other day. Y'all have to use apps, which is really scary. Like Sherry, she's signing. I don't want to know what that says.
Wait, I can tell you what it says.
No, hurry up. But we heard that y'all have like barcodes on your phone, and every time you go in somewhere, you got to check in. Like that's scary.
Yeah.
I don't know why they don't just use that chip when they all got the vaccine. you know, little chip in there and whoop, check in, bloop, bloop, you know. I guess you better be glad you get it in the arm and not the rear. Could you imagine if you had a little chip put in your rear end and you had to scan your ass every time you went somewhere? That would be so bad. That would be like, wow, you know. Sorry,
Be
your
like-
pants. What if your pants are too thick and it can't scan through the pants?
They had to
Oh,
pull it down.
there's so many dilemmas here, you know.
Just imagine what kind of exercise they get when they have to go up and down.
Oh, I see what look, Gloria's doing. She's, I'm
what
just
she's been
awake
doing.
looking ass. Look.
Who
Oh
you
no.
been watching?
You know who she been watching. She heard.
Who you been watching? We don't use them words of her.
Oh. Right. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. It is. I can imagine that being annoying, Aussie, for real. Like that would. I don't know. Here it would be a civil war probably. Look, Gloria, Barbie didn't know you were over here. Well, she should be. It's my sister.
Judo said he fart.
Do what?
Judo said he fart.
He fart.
Yeah.
I'd fart. Oh yeah, if he had to have his butt scanned, I'm sure he would. That could be a way to kind of gas him out. Talk about gaslighting.
Yeah, Barbie. Gloria is Shiny's sister.
Did you really, Barbie? You had to show your COVID card to the doctors the other day? Well, is it because they wanted to put it in your chart, or were you actually required to do that? Because here, we're not doing that at all.
We don't do that here either. Not yet. I pray it doesn't come to that.
See, Aussie, how's a girl supposed to go on a shopping spree with all the check-ins? Not only that, that means that it's traceable. Somebody has track of you. Well, hello. How are you supposed to, you know, there's times that, you know, perhaps you want to get a gift for someone and now people are going to be able to check up on you, like find out where you've been.
So they didn't require it, they just needed it? I mean, yeah, I did say that right.
Yeah, you did. You said it right, Jenna. You said it how you said. I needed it. They is fixing to ask you because they needed it.
No, it's not funny. Isn't that funny?
Right.
That's too funny. Needed it. Oh, man.
Yeah, as soon as he'd scan, I could see it now. Yeah.
I just couldn't imagine doing that. I couldn't imagine.
Scanning your butt like that?
Yeah, scanning anything, having to go anywhere.
Yeah.
Family was staring at the
Yeah, maybe it was a chart. Hopefully that's what it was. I mean, here we don't have to,
dad.
you know, see, she says it depends. Some states are tyrants. Yeah. I guess some are a little more locked down than others. I don't know. I mean, I know when it all first started going down, we were traveling. Crazy.
Oh, wow,
And-
I've been scared.
we were all the way out in Florida and went up North Carolina, came all the way back here, and we saw how each state was so different in, you know, and of course it was the early stages, but we saw how different each one was responding. It was really interesting. Is it maybe because you're going to have surgery? Well, it could be, but you know what they tell me here, Barbie? I've had to have my surgeries back in November, and they scheduled it and had to call and reschedule it. Well, both times when they scheduled, they have to call and ask you a list of questions. First time I didn't say anything. The second time I pegged them. And I said, you asked me all these COVID questions, but you're not asking me the one question that I'm really curious why you're not. Although I'm thinking I already know the answer, you know? And she's like, what's that? And I says, why haven't you asked me if I've been vaccinated? She starts laughing and she goes, well, it doesn't matter at this point. I said, okay, I figured that. And Aussie said, are you there, Jenna? Lovely?
Yep, I'm here.
Okay. Well, Jenna went on
I'm
mute.
here. Are you
you know what I'm doing.
Okay. Oh, is she brushing her teeth? Yeah, it's been 2 hours, hasn't it?
Yep.
Ozzy said if you're not green when you scan, they won't let you in.
Is that real or are you just kidding?
No, she's serious, lovely. I'm serious. We heard this the other day. From people who live there. They actually have a scanner thing on their phone, and they have to, every time they go into a store, a pharmacy, any public place they go into, they have to have that barcode pulled up, and they have to scan it.
What?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Gee.
I know.
Before you know it, they're going to put it in our arms. And we all be tracked.
Yeah, that's why we were saying, hey, put it in there
What
with
they
the
do with the
vaccine.
people? Right. What they do with the people that don't have a phone?
I guess you have to, or you're not shopping.
I
Or
guess
maybe,
you're not allowed in the stores then. That's
or maybe,
unfair.
maybe they have a piece of paper or something, or card or something they can scan.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's kind of scary too,
That is scary.
Yeah. All right, Sherry, you go and enjoy your cigarette. Yeah, see, Aussie said it's real. And there in Australia
Wow.
also, each one of them, Aussie, you'll have to help me out here, because there's the prime minister, right? And then there is a premier? Is that what a premier, I think she said? And each one of them dictates differently, like our governors in our state, in United States. And there's one that's really, really strict.
Wow.
Yeah, each state has their own apps. And then they won't let them, they won't let them travel outside of their area. They're banned from doing that.
Wow.
Oh no. She said, did anyone hear about the guy in Boston who wouldn't get the vax and they gave the heart transplant to someone else? Yes, I did actually. I also heard in Canada, a guy wouldn't get vaxxed and they took his children from him.
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
The whole world is going nuts.
I know. It's sad. I don't know. It's so the apps are connected. See, they got y'all all hooked up over there, Aussie. I'd be scared, man. We talk about how our government, they know all of our stuff, but Denise, oh man, I just don't know if I could do that. And Barbie hadn't heard that story. I heard about it though. I said, "Oh my goodness."
I have never heard of that. But then I don't listen to the news that much. There's nothing but no good news on there, so.
Yeah. And Aussie said you had to have an app, and her daughter never carried a phone till now. Oh, so now you're making people buy phones,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my goodness. Yeah, it is a tough choice and conviction. I know. I mean, I got it. I would never do it again. Nope. They got it in my chart. I can't have a booster or anything now after these clots, Look, Keisha said when I was in the hospital, they asked if I had flu shot, and I said no. Meant to just forgot. Meant to, but she just forgot. Never offered it to her. Asked me about vax, and I said hello. They tried to push it in all week. Suspicious. Yeah. Want you to get that, but not the other. Yeah, and I heard they got forced to in Australia. And if you don't, you can't work or anything. It's really scary over there. Everyone else trying. Barry said she don't listen to it either. It's depressing. Yeah. Yeah, Denise, you heard about it. It's crazy what is going on,
Wow.
She does it. Watch InfoWars. You will know what's really going on. Oh, she said it should have said hell no, not hello. Hell no.
Nope.
Hell no. So Barbie, you're right. Lately, I've been turning out more. Yeah.
I've been sitting here listening. I just haven't I just haven't commented on that.
Yeah. Well, I do think the vaccine is everyone's personal, that it's your personal opinion what you want to have done. I don't think it should be forced. This is not
Exactly.
like if you wanted to push more on me, do something more like the polio vaccine that eradicated it, that got rid of it.
Right.
This is something that you're telling people it should keep you out of the hospital and it should keep you from dying from it. But there are people who still are passing away from it. So I don't know.
I'm not an anti-vaxxer. I just think that it needs to be out a little bit longer. It needs to be done a little bit more research on before I get it. I'm not saying nothing bad about the vaccine. I do get my flu shot every year, but I just don't think, I think it should be everybody's right,
Yeah.
their choice.
Well, I definitely think there should be a lot of, making sure people, the health risks. There are health risks there, I mean, it's sad, but it is,
That scares me because my friend had gotten the vaccine, all three of them.
do they think he had a stroke or something?
Yeah.
Or, yeah?
Yeah. Well, they did, I guess, what's that, CT scan on him?
Uh-huh.
And Aldi told his sister that they don't think he had a stroke, but they're not really saying.
Mm. He didn't have any clots or anything that they found?
Well, right now they're not saying too much. They just trying to get his blood sugar up, and his blood pressure was high, very high. They had to bring that down.
Yeah.
So, but he has to have therapy.
Get him back up and running, huh?
Yeah. So
Yeah. Look, Ozzy said we have more in hospital that's been vaxxed than ones that haven't. They're still dying.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Well, I almost died from
look at
getting the
the health.
vaccine.
And look
That's
what
just,
people are getting, exactly what you were saying, like from
Yeah.
getting it, y'all gonna get me on this topic.
We ain't trying to do that. But I mean, I'm just saying, like, when I go back to the vein doctor, because I had my surgery, I end up having these spells or whatever, and I was really having a hard time breathing, which it all did fit an upper respiratory infection, but that's not what it was. So when you go back and your doctor who does the surgery looks at you and says, I just don't understand. One, you threw two really huge clots that, hey, my heart's strong, man. I'm a tough bird, right?
Right.
Well, when he tells me that I'm the fourth one in the last 30 days that has come in, and he goes, this is not because of your surgery. There's no way. Like what would have happened with the surgery, my legs would have been super, super huge for all those clots that are in my lungs. And,
wow.
he goes, he was asking me questions. And when I told him that, yes, I had gotten that shot, that I was the fourth one in the last 30 days. The one guy ended up having one in his artery and he didn't make it. And yeah. And the other two were like me, where it wasn't in their artery and they were still alive. So they were good. But he was like, he told me straight up, you would have been better off getting it than getting that vaccine. You don't need to get it anymore. So when I went to my regular doctor, the next appointment, she put it in there. She goes, you can't have even the booster. You can't do it.
Wow.
Dude, so never take the COVID shot. Killing too many people.
You're exactly right.
But
Oh,
I mean,
y'all, don't say that. I had all three of them. Y'all scaring me.
No, you're good. You're good,
No, you're
man.
fine. It's just it's the certain shots. It's like, and the main one, I'm not even gonna say it on here.
Yeah, well, we know, but they are starting to say that's the other one too. It's not just one. So we'll see. But either way,
it's two of them.
We have freedom.
Well, three of them all together, but only two of them. One of them haven't had any bad side effects to it yet.
Yeah. Yeah, that one's good. So, and there's a bunch more out there that we don't have yet here stateside. So,
I like what is it? The antibodies. I have antibodies now.
oh yeah, you do. You should.
For real, I've had all 3 strands. I got them antibodies. I ain't gonna lie to you. My
You got them
son had to
strong.
get tested for antibodies.
Yeah, you got the strong
Mhm.
ones.
Wow.
You know.
Yeah, Keisha said it. She gets the flu shot every year and the pneumonia vax every 7. But with her underlying conditions, she'd be stupid to put something else in her body that's not been
Right.
studied more in depth. Yeah. You
Yeah.
got lots of antibodies.
Right.
The antibody infusion, that's what we were talking about the other day.
Right.
I think that's the one. Remember, we were trying to figure out what
They
it
had
was.
those in Florida. They had those things in Florida. I don't know if we have it here in Georgia yet. Hopefully we'll have it here in Georgia, but I know Florida is the main town right now that has the treatment centers for the infusions.
Yeah. Well, they got hit so hard in the beginning, New York,
Yeah.
Florida, and Texas. Everybody got hit real hard.
Yeah.
We're kind of on the up, I think. I don't know, maybe not. I know they were for a little bit there, and then come December, January time, it kind of kicked up really high. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, they were saying that one state, which is our state, there's a less vaccinated people here. So they're
Yeah.
trying to push more to get everybody vaccinated here.
Well, they did a study, and supposedly this is what they said. They said it's a southern state. So it's like 60% of the southern states are not vaccinated. And I got, this is what I was told by someone was, yeah, them hillbillies down there. And I was like, hello, I'm a hillbilly. Be careful what you say. But there are a lot of people in the southern states that I personally know that are getting vaccinated, that they have gotten vaccinated because work says, hey, if you get vaccinated, you don't have to wear a mask. This company says this,
Well, they
So
can't.
people are-
They threw down those mandates here. Here,
Yeah.
they can't mandate you.
Yeah, but I don't know if your job can still mandate you for it, though.
Not if the Supreme Court shuts down the mandates.
Someone have to
They
let.
shouldn't be able to force no one. I mean, that's against our rights. That's against everybody's rights. It's your body, our body, our choice.
Yeah.
You know?
Barbie says you need to give blood for the ones that have COVID so they can do their antibodies infusions.
I can't give blood. My blood is a rare blood type, and
You're just a rare person. That's why you're so sweet.
only 7% of the whole world has the blood type I have.
Oh.
So if y'all Google that, you'll see what type of blood it is. Only 7% of the whole world. That's every state, every country.
Look, Aussie says she still believes it was a shot that made her hubby sick. They won't say it, but she knows. Okay. Yes, I agree. Aussie. And I feel for him. I tell you what, I so feel for him. Denise says she said, I feel I got COVID from a family member who was forced to vax or lose their job. I was still working home, quarantine, no other explanation.
Right.
Yeah.
Because they were asymptomatic.
I'm telling you, I think it's odd that my son got it. He's a newlywed. He got it. He's been vaxxed because he's military and they force him to, but his wife didn't. And she's not vaxxed. I'm still really perplexed on that. I really am.
That's crazy.
Barbie said, you'd be a good candidate for it because you got all 3. Yeah, that's true.
Well, the medicines that I take and stuff like that, they won't allow me to give blood. I tried to.
Well, I can't give blood either because I had cancer twice.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
When you're on certain medications, you can't give blood. So I can't give blood. And I can't take no one's blood. So they'll have to do a whole I guess what is it, a blood transfusion or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or yeah.
Well, thank you for mentioning blood. Because guess what? I almost forgot to take today.
You have blood pressure pills?
No, my blood thinner.
Oh.
You know. Yeah, let me hurry up and take that real quick. Yeah. Okay, spirit time. He says, since I've had my last shot, no booster, I've had a sharp pain in the mid of my chest, a blood clot in my lung. I now have a calcium buildup on my groin that was also affected by hip. Oh, man. And the asthma. Okay, well, spirit time, is it... Okay, you still have the blood clot in your lung, right? And is it asthma or the blood clot? Because I thought the same thing. I thought because my ears were hurting, and I thought, okay, I'm getting an upper respiratory infection, and I'm getting, ear infection. My doctor thought the same thing when I went in, and gave me prescription. And okay, well, that one didn't work. My chest was still really tight, all the pain in the back, just like my upper respiratories do. And I messaged her and I was like, hey, this isn't working. Can you give me something else? And she says, yeah, I'll give you this, but after that, you have to go to the hospital if it doesn't work. What are you talking about? And well, it didn't work. And I was to a point where I was just like, man, this upper respiratory, I wish it would loosen up, because mine get really, really tight. My chest will, and it's hard to breathe. And, I got my inhaler and all that, but it'll usually loosen up eventually and it become a productive cough. Well, it wasn't doing that. And I was like, man, this thing is really hanging on. And if it hadn't have been for that stabbing pain where I just could not inhale, and it actually sent me to the hospital, I would have boarded a plane on it, because I went to the hospital Monday night. I was going to board a plane and fly out to Florida on Thursday morning.
Yeah, I'm glad you didn't.
Yeah. So, it's a good thing that pain did hurt, but I just wonder if it's oh, it's passed already? Okay. Oh, Barbie can't give blood because she got low iron. And she said, Keisha said her dad has had the Rona twice, and it was bad and hard on him, especially with high blood pressure, high cholesterol. He can't take any over-the-counter meds. He said it was just like the flu with more shortness of breath. Yeah. Oh, no. Spirit time, he said he couldn't breathe.
Differently.
Yeah. Spirit time, did you have a hard time breathing when you had the blood clot? Because I know I did. I thought, oh my gosh, like it was so bad. I couldn't even unload my groceries from the car. I was just, give me my inhaler. I can't breathe, You
been to your pulmonary doctor?
I haven't even called for an appointment yet, which I'm sure because of COVID, girl, you know how backed up they probably are.
I know, but you need to see the pulmonary doctor.
I know. I'll get there eventually. And then clear it and get everything up there.
Make an appointment, and if you have to wait, you have to wait.
Yeah.
But at least you have an appointment.
Yeah.
So
he did.
Trying to breathe now? I mean, is he able to? Is the blood clot gone?
He said it's gone, but he's still having a hard time breathing. Well, I'm just thinking maybe it might still be because of the blood clot, because the lungs have to heal still, and it's going to take a while. And like that's what they told me. Like plus, okay, not to get too graphic, guys, but like when you have the clots, it's your tissues start dying in your lungs because there's no oxygen getting to them. So it takes a long time for your body to adjust and to heal from it. And
right.
It can be long, like even after you pass the clot and it's gone, it's dissolved, it's whatever. You can still have the quote unquote phantom pains from them for a long time afterwards. I said, heck no, man, this is bull crap. Y'all need to do something because this ain't right.
Wow.
And Denise, I hope you don't get it again either. It's not fun, is it? Last a month. Look, worst month of her life.
I never went to the doctor. Didn't have no insurance till all of a sudden I came down with cancer.
Yeah, then you had to go in a lot, huh?
Yep.
They're doing a lot of video appointments. Hmm.
That was
Yeah.
the worst day of my life, though. I went to the emergency room, and I didn't. I mean, I couldn't work because I was in such a pain, and
Yeah.
I wasn't making that much, So I tried to get help. That was in Louisiana.
Mm.
They would not give me no help. I couldn't pay $500 to have my X-ray or whatever they wanted to do on my leg.
Yeah. A lot of people can't. I mean, $500, good golly,
Yeah,
It's like, hey, you want me to sell you my leg first and then you can
yeah,
do the x-ray,
yeah.
Barbie says she's praying for you, lovely.
No.
Thank you, Barbie.
Wonder what
I
happened to
know.
Judo. Is Judo still in here? Or is he out there eating some Chinese food?
Probably eating some Chinese food.
Yeah, it's I'm sure. I wonder if he had a hard time figuring out. You know when you
Yes,
call those Chinese
Keisha, we are. Oops, sorry.
It's okay. Keisha said she had cancer 3 times.
Wow.
She's just survived, sister lovely.
Yep.
Yeah, prices of medical stuff is too high, and they jab you, man. Oh, Judo tap out said, "Baby, hey, look, Judo. When you went to get your Chinese food yesterday, did you order it over the phone? Because when you order Chinese food over the phone, y'all, it always drove me crazy. Because I'd be like, how much is that? After you put this big old order in. For me, it'd be a big order to feed all my family, and they'd be like, hey, ho, na na. What? Oh, that gonna be 54 na na. Okay, thank you.
You want egg white too? You want egg white too?
Oh,
want-
yeah. They repeat that order back, and you just pray they got it right. Because I can't ever understand. Like, oh no. See, Gloria says they're making people with COVID at her hospital work. No fever, you work.
Well, they figure if you don't have a fever, you come to work. Just like my son playing sports, he don't run a fever, so he's going to. Even though I told him he had COVID, he still had to go to wrestling football.
I don't know. But then
Right.
they turn around and say, oh, well, so and so has COVID in your family, so you have to stay home.
Yeah, like I told you, I've been
That makes
told you
sense.
this.
Barbie said that means it's free. That's what I think too. If I can't understand the price you're telling me over the phone, and I say, "Oh, that was free for you,"
Free for you, free for you.
Oh, that be a free for your mom. Today you have a good day, okay?
You do that pretty good, Shiny.
Well, I told you I dance around.
Chinese food.
I dance. Yeah, I order a lot of Chinese food. I dance around and sing to my kids in different voices and stuff, so you know how entertaining their life is.
Oh yeah.
They're like, oh gosh, mom's at it again.
Don't feel bad. My kids are the same way. Like, Ma, you're too old. They love to call me old. You're too old.
You're
Barbie
never
says she.
too old.
No, Barbie says she's hungry now. She's gonna go get herself some. Oh, you have fried rice?
Hot fried rice?
You fried rice? You better rice?
Egg drop soup?
Oh, egg drop.
I love egg drop soup.
You can
Wonton
always
soup?
understand. You can always understand when they say wonton. You want some wonton soup?
Wonton?
Sure. Yeah, that's it.
You want some chicken fried rice? Chicken fried rice? I can't do that one right. Chicken fried rice?
You want some chicken fried rice?
Yeah. So chicken?
You want some shrimp fried rice? Shrimp fried? Oh.
I got a headache.
Oh man.
Keisha said, "Oh, y'all's free food, baby. Why they sent the wrong?" Oh, I never said I took it for free. I made sure I paid. Okay, I say okay. Sometimes I had to look at the receipt before I really understood how much I was getting charged, though. I thought, well, in my calculations, it should be this, but you know. Well, hopefully your friend's okay, Gloria. I hate the fact that they're having sick people work, but
Well,
you know, that's what
Sad, though.
they do that to you at work for anything though, because they say if you're feeling sick, don't come to work. But you know, you pay the price if you don't go. You know?
right.
Like, let's not set ourselves up for failure here, people. You
Well,
know?
and what I don't understand is about that. All the hospitals and doctors worked during COVID before they even had a vaccine.
Yeah, yeah,
But
Hey,
then
it's funny though. If you haven't been in the hospital, they have these weird head gear on. Okay, they look like aliens.
and they
They
had
really do.
the tube that goes down their back and stuff. Like,
Yeah. And then they have some kind of film that goes underneath from their shield
yeah,
all over their face. I mean, they all covered up, their whole face. And it's almost like it blows air into it so they can breathe.
yeah.
not here, they don't.
But it's funny though because they have those, but yet we have
Not everybody wears them, it's just certain people.
the ones who go in and deal with the COVID patients.
Well, when my husband now, his mom passed away. She was on, on the COVID floor, and we all went in there when before she passed, before they pulled the plug on her and pulled the tubes
Yeah.
out. And, we just had to put on an outfit and over our clothes before we went in, and we had to make sure we had our mask on and gloves. We had to wear gloves in there.
Yeah.
And my husband, is hard headed. Which I don't blame him. He wanted to, hold his mama's hand,
Yeah.
But they made him keep everything on until she was gone.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they said while she was still breathing, it could still be, spread.
Yeah.
But it was just really crazy. Like you let him pull the stuff off after she passes.
Yeah. Well, you got to be, precautionary,
Yeah.
Barbie says, my daughter used to tell me I was antique. The other day, her daughter told her that she was old and antique.
Oh,
We all just laugh. Karma comes back. Well, wait a minute now, Jenna. I think you got a little story with that. Like,
Yes, I do. I used to call my mom old.
no,
I ain't gonna lie
no.
to you.
What did that one kid call you? Old saggy.
Oh my word! Really, shaggy titties,
Yes.
shaggy titties. He apologized after he found out that I was who my daughter was. They're like, dude, you're sitting here trying to talk to my daughter, and you're calling her mom saggy titties.
Oh,
Like, really?
oh, that was funny.
It does blow air, she said.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, Barbie says, so sorry, Jenna is praying for you.
Pray for my husband. He's still
you
dealing
know,
with it.
When that COVID first started and we were down in Florida and we had to run up to North Carolina because my husband's mom was not doing well. And they were pretty sure it was getting close, to the end. Like something happened and just she'd been in and out of the hospital for a little bit and had found out she'd had cancer, but it wasn't that progressed. So still kind of not too sure what happened. But when we got there, we hurry up, we leave Florida. We were only there a day and a half and drive up to North Carolina and get there. And it was the very early stages where they weren't too sure about, there was major miscommunication within the hospital about visitors. So we ended up, one nurse was there. We ended up being able to go in and see her. And then the very next day it was, nope, only one person can be here for 24 hours, blah, blah, blah. So we were blessed that we were able to see her. And then they had, they tried to get my brother-in-law where they put her in a nursing home. Something happened because they were going to rehabilitate her and then send her home. Well, something happened. So she ends up right back in the hospital. And that was it. They knew it was the end, Well, they tried to tell my brother-in-law that he couldn't go in and see her.
Yeah.
and he's a little, my husband's, so like 6'1", and my brother-in-law's like 5'8". He's not a real tall guy, but he looked at him and he says, "You see that red truck out there?" And he had parked real close to the door, so he points to he's got a big old red truck. He said, "If you don't let me in here to see my mom, I'm gonna drive that sucker right through these doors."
Oh,
And I'm gonna drive right on up there. And next thing you know, they allowed him in the hospital, and they allowed her husband in and her grandson. So they were there, and she wasn't alone. So that was nice. But it was just confusing when it first all went down, because there was so much different stuff that even within the hospital, because they just didn't know how to handle it, and how they're saying, "Oh, well, this happens, one at a time." Then, "Oh no, all y'all can go." And I mean, it's just crazy. So when they told us we could all go, we were like, "Hurry up, we'll go." Just get up there.
Right. Hurry up and change your mind.
Mhm.
Well, here they still only let one person in the ICU.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
yeah. There's a lot of that, and there's still, some where no, you don't need to come in here.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I know when my sister was in, she has cancer. She has small cell carcinoma in her lungs. And
Yeah.
she has pulmonary embolisms as well,
Yeah.
Wow.
which won't go away. But one was like going, like, when she first found out that she had pulmonary embolisms, she doesn't want them to put her to sleep. So she had COVID, and they needed to suction out her lungs, and they're like, "Well, we can suction out your lungs, but we're going to put you to sleep." She's like, "No, y'all can do it while I'm awake." Because we have that thing, don't let nobody put the tube down her throat. I don't care what's going on, no tubes are going down, because once a tube goes in, to me, that's it.
Yeah.
So she's like, she told him to suck her lungs out while she was awake, and they did.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Hey, Carol.
Hey,
She made it over here. She made it over here.
I'm glad you made it, Carol.
I'm glad everybody's here. I'm glad we all are here. Join.
Hey,
Right.
Carol.
They gonna have to give me some Chinese food this weekend.
Oh my word, y'all talking about Chinese? So
Yeah, I have to get some.
Wonton?
I like them fried wontons. I ain't gonna lie to you. I like them fried wontons.
I like the crab ragoons. Oh yeah.
I do too, with the cream cheese in them.
Yeah, the sweet ones. There's some that you get that aren't sweet. I like the ones that are a little bit sweeter. Not too sweet, but the sweetness is good. They're so good.
Yeah.
I like the fried banana.
The fried bananas. I've never had that.
Oh, they're good.
Yeah, fried plantas. Oh, you want some fried banana too? Oh no, let's not talk about bananas. No. We're not going there, guys. Dusty's not even here. We cannot go there. We have to wait till Dusty's here.
Where is she at?
She's probably eating bananas. She's gonna eat bananas in private, man. She's like,
They got me once, they ain't gonna get me again.
Shining's on live. She can't watch me eat this banana.
That is too funny. She will not eat a banana in front of you no more.
She shouldn't. She shouldn't eat it in front of anybody after what she did. Poor thing. She's not even here to defend herself. Well, I don't know what she can do to defend that. I mean,
I'll defend her.
Oh, she'll gonna get you for it.
Yeah,
she always does. She always does. She'll get me. She'll get me. She knows it's out of love, though. It's okay.
Oh yeah, that's all that counts.
Yes, yes.
Yes, Captain.
Yes.
Yeah, little family is together.
Look, Sherry said, "I'm afraid to ask."
You should be, Sherry. It was really eye-opening, let me tell you.
It wasn't worse than me eating my hot dog last night.
No, that still wasn't. Well, nah, it wasn't as bad. Your hot dog wasn't as big as your banana.
Okay, because I had a filter on, so my mouth will look small.
Yeah, no, but yeah, the hot dog did look tiny. Yeah, it was a bad. It was a bad moment. Let me tell you. You know.
Oh man.
Now she's afraid to eat in front of me. It's like, really?
Yeah.
Just don't eat the banana like that. You know, it's assaulting. You know, I will not go to the store with her and get produce. I won't do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go live, Keisha, after she finishes up here. I'm not gonna schedule it until after she gets done.
Well, that way we can talk about the banana over there.
We'll talk about the banana and the mayonnaise.
You go and grab no, the
Yeah.
banana and ranch dressing.
Oh
What
yeah.
she had said. You know.
Ranch dress. Ugh.
I
My
know.
live's not gonna be long, y'all. It's not gonna be long at all. I just need to do it.
That's what you say, but you know.
Yeah.
You never know who you gonna get up there.
Yeah, I know.
I know. There's this one particular one that I swear every time she gets up there,
she always up to no good.
she
I
is.
know.
She drives me crazy. I can't stand her shining
I
something.
know.
She makes me mad. I want to pop her one.
I'm telling you.
I told him to make you my co-host.
Yeah.
So that makes you have to be there.
Yeah.
Welcome to Jenna's Journey. This evening, reporting from YTUBE. Channel 69 co-host, Coffee Talk with Shining Survivors and Lovely SH. Here to report.
For justice.
Story of the hour, top of the hour. Dusty goes crazy on banana.
What kind of justice can we get for this?
Will justice be served?
May justice be
No.
served. I'm ruling.
Tune in to find out the judge's ruling.
I'll be right back, y'all.
Oh, don't you go nowhere.
I know, right? She had to dip out for a second.
Just wrap it up real quick.
I'll be right back.
Yeah. Yeah,
Mhm.
look. Yeah, she said, what? That sounds gross. Yeah, it was kind of
Yeah,
gross,
yeah.
Barbie. It was like, oh my goodness, you know.
Let me tell them real quick. I'll be right back. In 30 minutes.
She's probably brushing her teeth again.
Teeth again.
Sherry said, who do you want to beat on? You know that chick that goes up there on Jenna's chat on her panel? What's her name, Lovely? Shining something?
Shining. I think it's something that has to do with survivors.
Oh, yeah. Shining Survivors. Yeah, that lady, she irritates me.
I know she is just something else.
She's terrible. She always getting,
Terrible.
trying to get people in trouble,
Always
saying
telling stories.
inappropriate, like
Yeah.
it's terrible.
She likes it moist and wet, she said.
Hey, lovely. You saying that bad word. That M word's not good. Look, Keisha says, oh, well, Jenna's okay. She's gone. I don't know if she's listening, but Jenna, if you're out there, send a message to Keisha before you go on. My brother is bringing the boys for us to keep all weekend so I can lock myself away. Oh, sweetheart, just go ahead and lock yourself away now. It'll be all right. Like, take advantage of it. Judo
Who's
tap
gonna
out.
watch them?
Her husband's going to be there.
Oh, poor man gets to watch them.
It'll be all right. It's late. It'll be like bedtime. Put a movie on. There you go.
I hear every word y'all saying. I was not brushing my teeth. Thank
Judo,
you.
what banana did you see?
Judo Tap Out says, breaking news at YTUBE channel 69. Attention, have you seen this banana last seen in a woman's hands? We fear she is putting him in danger. She could be using them to pick up a man. Cautious. Cautious. Armed and dangerous.
Yep.
Armed and dangerous. I'll text you. I'll message you, Keisha, to let you know.
Oh, Sherry said the
Yeah,
bossy
that's
one. Yeah,
true,
that's the one I'm talking about, Sherry. That one over
The
there.
one.
She's.
Sherry.
I'm gonna
That's
pop her next
the
time.
one.
Pop her next time I see her. Like, psh, get out of here.
Yeah.
So when we go to my live, you gotta pop her, okay?
I'll pop her, man. Let her go up on panel. Just let her up there.
That'd be really hard to do, won't it?
Yeah, let's see what she made of.
Okay, Keisha, we will see you in a bit.
All right, go have fun with the boys for a little bit. Yes, armed and dangerous, she will bite.
That's too funny.
Be cautious of any kind of banana peels laying on the ground. She goes through a lot of them. Stay tuned for any further information we gain on this story.
Yep. Oh my God.
Stay tuned on YTUBE channel 69. Yes,
YTV channel.
69.
Yeah, I'll let you say that.
You don't want to say that. What?
No. I'll
Say
leave
what?
that up to the good one. I'll leave that up to the good one.
Okay, but you'll say the M word. Lovely. It's not right.
69.
So,
We
yeah.
right here, Jenna.
I'm right here.
Yeah. No,
I'm right
she's
here.
just. Oh.
What's right here? What's right?
Oh.
You said you're right here. Where's right
I
here?
don't know where.
What's the matter?
Right there. You right there.
I'm right here.
Right here. Right there. Over here.
Over here, over there, everywhere, Jenna. Be careful, don't be slipping on no banana peels.
I'm there, right? I'm trying to see where Dusty is.
And follow the banana trail.
He's
Dude, I was
falling
supposed to
for it.
answer, where's Dusty? I was supposed to say, where's Dusty?
I don't know. I mean, don't you have the tracker on her?
No, my husband's calling me. I'll be right back in, okay?
Okay.
Okie dokie. Smokey.
You know, she can't find Dusty. How is that? Jenna be
Oh
keep-
no. She lost
keep-
Dusty.
I know. She usually does better keep tracking than that. I'm a little disappointed.
No.
Mm-mm-mm.
She's
don't
going
know.
to give us all one of them. What's them new devices called? You can it's like a tracker from a phone company.
Trying to think. I'm not sure. I thought you were talking about the vaccine. No, I'm just kidding.
No.
Just kidding.
No.
No. Well, it's probably cell phones. I mean, you could try. She got a.
Yeah, she got probably a tracker over the cell phone.
Yeah. Oh, listen to this. Oh, my poor sister. She says, I got to catch the rest of this live on, and Jen is on the replay. I'm just exhausted, bummed. I was really excited for this, but my day didn't allow sleep looking ass. Look. You see that, Lovely?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know who she follows.
Yeah, I know.
She be following those bad looking ass. Look.
Yep.
Yeah, I see that chip. Yeah, some kind of chip. I mean,
What, a potato chip?
no, she's talking about the trackers.
Yeah, I know. It's a
Oh,
chip.
okay.
It's some kind of round.
What if it is a potato chip?
You never know. At least that's a good one.
And that's how they're getting them in us, because they know we're all eating those chips.
Stop it now, Mia. She wants to get in front of my screen.
She loves the camera.
She does. But you're not going to be on camera.
Charlie says she's sorry she's late, just now coming in. Well, no, she says, I'm sorry, I'm just now coming on. My daughter-in-law stopped by right as you went live and just left. Looking ass.
Oh.
Look at that. Looking
You're
ass.
in trouble.
Why? Who's in trouble?
You are.
Why? What happened?
Desi said she's gonna whoop your booty.
Oh, I can't wait. Long as,
Oh, she done told on you.
as long as she leaves those bananas on the counter, we are all looking good. Love you too, beautiful looking ass. Look.
Oh my word! You've been watching that a little bit too much, looking ass.
She follows the crazy ones looking ass, you know. It is funny how he does say that, like after every, it doesn't matter what he says, he'll say that.
Looking
Yeah.
ass.
Look at that. It's like,
How you
oh my
doing,
goodness.
looking ass?
Yeah, I'm like, what are you doing? Well, Charlie girl, you need to tell your daughter-in-law next time. She don't know. She needs to get the schedule down.
Aw.
No, at least hopefully you had a good visit. Okay, Barbie says I have got to catch this and Jenna on replay tomorrow. I got a doctor's appointment early in the morning. Love you all bunches. Love you, Barbie. Good luck at the doctor's appointment.
The Reese's with the potato chips. And no, I haven't tried them.
The Reese's with potato
Take
chips.
care, Barbie.
Yeah, I hadn't even heard of those.
No,
I never heard of those.
that's her own creation.
Love you, beautiful.
Probably. She over there making that stuff. She cutting the Reese's open, sticking chips in it, putting it back, melts the chocolate just enough, you know, with a
Yep.
toaster. Sherry says, who says that? You ain't never heard that one creator, you know, he the
We don't tell you-
spokesman
Yeah.
spokesman for the Wells. We don't say his name, but
Mm-hmm.
Charlie, why did you do that? I would have told her cook away, sweetie. Cook
I know,
away.
right? Like, cook it up, cook it up, cook it up.
Tell her to go pick you up some Chinese food.
Right, wonton?
Oh, if I want on, it's so good.
Oh, Gino, boy, Gino.
Oh, yeah, Miss
want some
Lovely. Miss
You want some
Lovely.
like
She said she wants some Chinese food. Yeah, good for you. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You gonna get your nail done too? Only
Nope,
$5
it's a
more.
real
Only
thing, look at
$5
that.
more. Poor Judo. He stubbed his pinky toe. That's really something.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh no. Charlie said, nope, it's a real thing looking at. Oh goodness. Gloria says she'd be saying it at work and people be looking at her weird. I need to take your vital signs looking at us.
Oh, my God.
word. I'll be like, ma'am, will you please get me another doctor?
I'll go get you another doctor looking ass.
Love you long time.
Charlie says she wanted to get back to her friend. Oh, okay, then I understand. We're gonna have to send her some Chinese food. Somebody else is gonna have to order it who can understand the, you know, amounts, I guess.
I can understand it.
Goodbye, because I'm done.
Well, you don't know if they're saying 24, 44, 34, 54. I mean, you know.
They talk so fast you can't catch it.
Yeah, and then you're like, what is that?
I'm like, can you
Oh,
slow it down? Look, we just showed them the pictures.
4499. 4499. 2499. No, 3499. Oh, okay. Thank you. Quietly hang up the phone. And then they say, somebody looks at you and they say, how much is the total? 4499. Find out when you get there. Love you a long time, Joe. Love you a long time, Joe.
Oh, thank you, Denise, for coming over.
Yeah,
Thanks,
thank you.
Denise.
We'll see you later. So glad you guys came by and chatted with us.
Yes.
Make sure y'all hit that like, subscribe button on y'all's way out, please. Shining is a very lovely woman.
Oh,
And
thank
share
you.
out.
Thank you
Make
so
sure y'all share.
Thank you so much, ladies.
Oh, you're so welcome.
And did I sound like a woman then? I tried.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you
Oh,
did.
once in a
Okay.
while, she tries to be good.
Well, it's about ready to get game on when Dusty come on. Look, when I see her next. Have you used your bedpan yet, looking ass? Oh no. Don't offer meal 64. Come on, some young boys. Look at ass. Look.
Young boy.
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 Oh yeah. Come some young boy. You have today. You like, yeah.
You like, you want.
Yeah, their accent the way it is. To them, I've got an accent, and they're looking at me like I can't understand a word you're saying.
Oh, for meal
I mean, I understand it goes both ways. Oh no, judo. It's time for your suppository looking ass. Oh goodness.
Which one are you talking about, Jenna or Shining?
Shining.
I don't need. I got diarrhea of the mouth. Y'all know I don't need no daggone suppository. Shit. I think it's Jenna's turn. She's the one with the stomach pains and can't bend over and stuff.
Oh, she's the one that's full of, you know what?
I ate too much. Oh man, I can't even walk to the store.
Oh, I ate too much. And just a little bit later, man, I'm hungry.
I know, right? And then I ate some hot dogs.
She must have had a suppository. That's why she was able to eat more.
Oh man, them potatoes made me sick though. Eating some, I didn't eat that much of them, but I guess they swell up inside you.
Princess.
Okay,
Blame it on
Jenna.
the hot dogs.
Jenna, that's not even appropriate.
Bye. That's a dirty mind.
Oh, help me, Lord. Please help me. Oh, these women, oh my goodness, their minds are so dirty, Lord. Oh,
yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Cleanse their souls. Come on.
I think your mind is dirtier than any of ours. And then when we get together, our minds just go down.
Who's Jeremiah?
Jeremiah right there, the one that's talking.
Sounded like you said Jeremiah's mind. Who's Jeremiah? Who is me? Someone else I need to pop?
Jeremiah's looking ass.
And Jeremiah's bullfrog looking ass. That's what it is. Bullfrog. I heard Jeremiah was a good friend of mine.
Yeah. Yeah, we know.
The dispensary, they got the THCs. Oh, wow. No way.
They also have coffee suppositories, but I just don't think they're for me.
Are you serious? Hold on a second. What is it do? Make you taste coffee?
Look. He said they got THC suppositories. I guess if you're a real tight ass.
Well, I can see that, but the coffee suppositories?
Yes, it's something that all the big stars are doing, I guess. Like, I don't know what it does, because I'm thinking...
What would it make you do?
I don't know if they, brew the coffee and do it, or if they use coffee grounds, beans. I don't know, and I don't want to know, really. Maybe I do.
You do
maybe
know already. You're talking about it.
I should look into it further, when you find out information, you're like, that's it. I don't want to know.
Let me look this up real quick.
No more. But, then sometimes you just go and say, well, maybe I do need to know more of this information.
We know what you do. You look
What?
all of that up, huh?
No, not yet. I hadn't, but I think Jenna is. That's where your concern should be right now. Not with me.
Ah. Ah.
I am. I'm looking at it,
Ah.
yo.
Oh, Charlie girl. She said it make you doo-doo looking at it. What does it make you do, Jenna?
It is actually just. It just melts. I don't
What
know.
does it melt?
Well, apparently your rear. I mean, my goodness.
I don't know.
Some people can't smoke it or eat it because of cancer and stuff, so they shove it up their pooper chute instead. Oh my goodness.
Now I have seen. Okay,
Next show. No, we're
This
not
is not-
having a tutorial on coffee enemas. Nope.
this is not the Okay, these are coffee suppositories, but they're not for one thing. They're not for the
The
It's not for the other one.
No, they got coffee suppositories. I'm telling you, I've heard about them.
I'm seeing the chocolate suppositories.
They do not chocolate coffee.
Oh, I said chocolate.
Wow. You know what? Now you've done ruined my chocolate bar for the night. Thanks, Jenna. Oh, no, I'm not gonna be able to
I
look.
don't see it. It's just caffeine.
That's what they use Fun Size for. Oh my gosh, those are the chocolate suppositories.
Oh my. This is coffee. I was doing chocolate, and then I put coffee instead. Coffee enema.
Look, I see she was booking it. She was going to make sure she was on that live so that we could do the nice tutorials. You know, we could start tutorials, guys. We could. I mean, it could be really interesting.
It's called Zenaplex Chemical Botox Coffee Enema Suppository.
Okay, is it brewed coffee? Is it grinds? Is it beans? What is it?
Beans. It's made into a suppository.
They shoved the beans. Oh my gosh!
No, it's made into a It's a Arabica coffee.
Oh.
Arabica. It's Arabica beans crushed up and organic. It's like organic stuff. It's not like
It cleanses your inside.
Yeah.
it cleans your insides.
Lord knows you wouldn't want anything unorganic going up the poop chute. Come on now.
Yeah. I was going to say Duckle shoot. I didn't want to say it, but you said poop shoot, so I said Duckle shoot.
I mean, you know, like, is it organic? Because, you know, I can't have anything but organic going up mine. Like, really?
It has to be organic. Oh
Yeah,
my
whatever.
word, they really do have these coffee enemas.
I told you they do. I heard the star,
Wow.
like all the big stars and stuff are doing that stuff. And I'm
Well,
like,
Let me lose weight and let me get in fit too.
well, you
Let me
could have the
tell
body too. All you got to do is do the do, you know?
Yeah, up to poop.
And make it kind of look differently at your coffee in the morning, you know what I mean? Like,
Right? Like,
I
it's
could
like
take-
really.
I could take these, well, you know, it makes sense because, you know, in the morning when you have your coffee, sometimes it gets things a brewing, you know what I'm saying? But, like, you know, now you're going to be looking at your coffee grounds going, how can I make that a suppository?
Yeah, it's
You
a
know?
chemical detox. That's what it is. It
Mhm.
it's a coffee enema.
Wouldn't you rather eat the chocolate, Jenna?
Yeah, I would. Rather
Whatever.
than stick it up there.
As a judo tap out said, whatever floats your boat. I would rather eat the bar of chocolate. Now, probably not because it's
I
kind
would
of,
like to eat the bar of chocolate instead of having to, stick it there.
yeah. Well, you
Yeah.
know, it's always a pleasure, Jenna, because you're a really good way to go on a diet. There's a lot of things that I can't eat now because it's been ruined.
I'll go to the gym. I can't do I know
Okay, well,
things
maybe
here,
I'd rather
but-
do the coffee enema. I'd rather do the enema than do the gym. Just
You know,
saying.
like the gym is very refreshing. You know, just put your headphones in, just on cardio. Just do cardio.
Yeah, no, I don't need to do that right now. But look, a whole new meaning to bean dip looking ass. Charlie.
What you looking at?
Oh no. Aussie said I had to give them to clients at work, but we didn't have any fancy flavors.
You are so silly.
You didn't have no Southern butter pecan suppository, no salted caramel, or anything like that.
Caramel macchiato.
That chock full of nut coffee that I like so much. Could you imagine?
Chop full of
Yes.
nuts.
Chick-fil-A.
I do the chock full of nut coffee, please.
Yeah, I could hear that chop full of nut.
Chock full of nut coffee, please. Yes.
Mhm.
You could have them all numbered and up on the thing. And I'll take a number 10. Can you make that supersized?
Look, Judah says peanut parfait.
Talk about a payday bar.
The
It's a
Three
good,
Musketeers.
it's a good payday. Hey, now see, don't ruin my Three Musketeers for
Or
me now.
almond joy.
Oh, Aussie. See, you should have put a little creamer in there. It would have spelled better.
Number 2. Charlie Girl wants the number 2.
Charlie Girl wants a number 2 with the side of number 4, please. And could you throw in some extra creamer?
Oh my word.
Yeah, but that is
Now, how in the world did we get on that subject?
Here's another thing about maybe if it's coffee, maybe it made their breath smell like coffee or their skin smell like coffee.
yeah, but could you imagine your asshole smelling like coffee?
Yeah, your poop,
That's gross. No pickles though.
pickles,
Hold the pickles. Hold the pickles.
Oh man, come on.
Can I get those jalapenos on the side, please?
Extra mayo for me, please.
Nothing for me, please.
You're not sliding out of this one like that, lovely.
Sure ain't. No. I don't know, Dusty with that banana.
Oh, I hope that doesn't
Oh
become
my
a
word. Let me
suppository.
get off of that. Oh wow. Somewhere else.
All of a sudden, your mind went back to that little, ooh,
The
Yeah.
little banana.
She's fine.
What time is your husband come home, Jenna?
Probably won't be home till about 3 or 4 in the morning.
Well, you just wait by door.
And do what?
Wait for your jaw.
little banana.
Wait for your jaw to start hurting.
Oh my word. We gotta get out of that subject. So how y'all doing? How you doing?
How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Well, still trying to figure out how much my last Chinese order cost, but hey.
You want my food?
Yeah.
Chicken,
I don't know,
chicken
I
fried
don't know.
rice? Chicken fried rice?
Yeah. Meanwhile, they're
Some
sitting back
pepper.
and
And
those damn
What did you
those daggone Southerners, they can't even. Those daggone Southerners, they cannot talk right. Oh, no. They sound so funny. Ha, ha, ha.
But they tip so good. I'm
Right.
telling y'all, when I used to go into the Chinese restaurant, they love wait them. They could not stand me, but since I tipped them well, they
Yeah.
always wanted me to sit down. You come sit here. You come sit here.
Oh, you have best seat in the house, okay?
Now you sit by the fish tank.
You good, yeah. Oh. Yeah, I know. Yeah, you tip good all of a sudden, they're your friend. But that's true anywhere you go, pretty much.
I know, because I'll be ordering some picky. When I go there, I have to make sure it's the correct thing. So I'll be a little picky. I don't mean to be picky, but I got to make sure it's what I'm ordering.
Look. Look, when I get my fried rice, y'all, I don't care what anybody says. I get veggie fried rice or shrimp fried rice. That's it.
Ooh, last year.
I
Because
love shrimp.
the other stuff,
Fried
chicken and
rice?
pork, it looks just like cat. So you can't differentiate. You don't even know if it's really chicken. Yeah. No lie. My friends,
What is
okay.
it? Chicken and broccoli. That's what I like.
But see, that chicken is not chicken. That
Well, it's
could
chicken
be
to me, darn it.
that can be
That's
cat.
a bok bok.
Nope, 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 nope. Look, go with the veggie fried rice because we went to this little Chinese buffet thing back in the day. My husband was in the Navy. The Navy wives and I got together. We were celebrating one of them's birthday, and they wanted to go to this restaurant. And I had told them I ain't never been to this one. You sure about it? You know. Well, a week after we went there, this restaurant got shut down. Why? Because they went in there and they had found cat bones on the buffet stuff with the I said, oh my god. I was like, I'm glad I stuck with the veggies. You know? No, man.
What a fried rice without the veggies ain't got nothing but like eggs, like scrambled eggs in it. Well,
Well, at
down
least-
here, that's how it is.
I mean, well, they put like little peas, carrots, or something. You know, veggie
Yeah.
fried rice. That Chinese drive-through, and dude, where's my car? Yeah. No, I did not, Judo. I just told you I ate the veggies. I stuck with the vegetables. And I looked at my friend and I told her, I said, I told you, we still talk about it. I said, I told you I wasn't going to eat the meat there, that I didn't trust it. Like something told me, don't go to this place.
Here, kitty, kitty.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Hey, kitty, 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 kitty.
You're calling Crunchy Chicken's dog, huh? That's just so cute. I say, kitty, 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 kitty. And he looks at the camera. Ooh, where you at? So cute.
Let me get that kitty, kitty, kitty.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
it
right,
is.
guys. It is going on 9:30. Oh, yeah, I didn't have my trigger warning up on there. Well, it's kind of late now. Okay.
The trigger warning.
Thanks for
Kinda
the, I'll leave that there. And,
Trigger warning.
I usually have
Thank
the
you.
banner. Look, I usually have the banner going. There it goes.
Yeah, I
there
did
it goes.
proof you needed.
We're a little bit
Yeah.
too late on that one.
Well, they say better late than never,
Yeah. Yup.
I'll just
Yep,
tell them
yep,
it
yep,
was, just had an issue with it or something. I don't know. It is what it is. Next time you go into restaurants, yeah. Any Chinese
They
restaurant.
would kick us out. They would kick
Only
us out.
order shrimp fried rice.
I noticed the lack of stray cats around here. But I see the cat.
Real.
I see a bunch of canned cat food out there. Where's up?
I'm for real. Look, back where I'm from, there was none but stray cats, and the cats started getting missing.
Uh-huh. Yep.
And they had to shut down the Chinese restaurant because they were getting the stray cats.
Yeah, they were, Jenna. I mean, it really does, health department go in there and they start shutting your butt down because you're serving cat. I mean,
You can't serve cats.
it
Or
makes
dogs.
everyone think a little. You're right. You're right, Sherry. You just found that out. It really does happen. It happens
Yeah,
so
it
much.
did.
There's this. I got this CD and I pulled out. It was a local band out there in Virginia that would play, and they did the one song. The Cats in the Cradle and the Silver Spoon,
Yeah.
and they had Garfield on my fork.
Cats in the cradle and the silver spoon. The little boy blue and the man.
Man in the moon, when you're coming home, son, I don't know when. We'll get together then, yeah. We'll have a good. That's a really sad song, actually.
I love that song, yo.
It's like, oh my
Oh,
god.
that's depressing.
I know it's a sad song, but it's a good song.
Yes, it is, though. I
Yeah,
have
that's
to
all.
agree with that one.
If I can run it back.
All right, Jenna, what time you gonna go live, Jenna?
11 and 20 minutes.
Okay. So I'll cut this off now. Thank you guys so much for coming in and chatting and discussing the topic at hand for a little bit. And then, thank you guys for coming up and livening it up a little bit because it's such a hard issue to talk about and discuss, it's
Yeah.
nice to lighten it up after that. But I'm gonna go and
Great. It was good.
I'll catch you on your live. And if I see that Shining Survivors up there, I am gonna pop her one.
Make
Okay.
sure you pop
Yes,
up one,
and
okay?
I'll with you.
You gonna do it too, lovely? Good. I hope you do, cause she gonna have to learn a thing or two.
Yeah, we have to
So-
set her straight.
Yeah, she gonna have to. Yeah. So good night, guys, and thank you so much.
Thank you
And-
guys. Love you
yeah.
all.
Love you guys. All
Love
right.
you all.
Love you.
Bye.